Today's video is brought to you by Wind Rider Apparel, Mammoth Ridge RV Park and Campground, Rebel River Outfitters, Artistic Printers, Rougarou Tackle Company, Slab Happy Lures, Bait Pop Live Sonar Intensifier, Kaler Packaging, Hooker's Terminal Tackle, The Angler Magazine, TriStar Courier Service, and Mossai Market in Delhi. Well, good morning, everybody. Perry Hensley here. It's morning where I am, and at the time that I'm doing this video, wanted to come and let you guys in on something that's going to happen this weekend. Finally, we to start back with our East Tennessee Crappie Tournament Trail tournament series here in East Tennessee. And man, it seems like it's been a while, and it's not been that long ago, but I am ready for the tournament trail. I'm ready for cooler weather. I'm ready to see those guys and socialize with those guys, once again. But anyway, a couple of things have changed this year as far as the tournament goes. There will be, in the final last year, we had the Elite Six teams, which went by points. The top 6 teams that are in points, they shoot it out for Angler of the Year. This year it's going to be the top 10, which is going to make it even more challenging, even more better, and even a little longer tournament season. But anyway, let me set these down. Some more changes that was made to it. Non-members, if you want to fish the event, it's $100 registration. For those that are our members, it's $60 for your membership fee, and $60 for registration per boat per 2-man team. And that goes on through. Let me see how many events we got. Make sure I'm telling you guys right. I should have had all this ready, but I'm trying to do videos today, this morning, and do my devotion video. I did it earlier, and just bear with me here just a second. Some more things I'll let you in on why I'm trying to do this is we got some new sponsors this year. Y'all might have seen the video that I put out earlier this year. Bait Pop has donated and is supporting our crappie tournament trail here, and we want to thank them first of all. This crappie trail ain't anything that I've designed. I'm just part of it. I've been fishing it for 3 years or so now, and really enjoying it. And I want to give a shout out to all my sponsors, Bait Pop being one of them. By the way, great stuff. Once again, I caught my biggest fish that I've ever caught and weighed with using Bait Pop, and I've caught. I'll be afraid to say how many, but I've caught a bunch of fish since using Bait Pop, and I trust it. I think that it helps. I've seen what it can do on those slow days, and once again, I trust it. It's 102% for me, or even greater. I always have it with me, and want to thank Bait Pop for jumping on board and donating to our East Tennessee Crappie Tournament Trail. So the schedule goes like this. Of course, this Saturday is the 29th, and it's on Chickamauga at Holly Circle Ramp. And registration is, I think, 6:30 to 7 o'clock. Lines in at 7:30. Lines out at 3:30. Weigh in at 4:30. So gives you a bit of time, to get back to the ramp and get all your fish out and have them ready to go. The next one will be September 19th, and it is a 2-lake event. and you can receive Angler of the Year extra bonus points. And it's Tellico Fort Loudon at the Tellico Dam, and the anglers will draw either Tellico or Loudon that morning, and you'll have to fish it. This is some more challenging stuff that Matt has come up with on this. The third one is going to be Watts Bar, and that's at Tom Fuller Ramp, and that is on the 17th of October. Again, this schedule is on the East Tennessee Crappie Tournament Trail Facebook. It's all over a bunch of groups. Matt shares it. The members, they share it too. Then we come back to my hometown, my home lakes, and we get them back to back with Cherokee on the 21st of November and Douglas on December 12th. And the boat launch road for Cherokee is where we'll be blasting out of. And then on Douglas, it'll be the Dandridge Free Ramp. And then we've got the next one is January 2nd. It'll be Tellico Baker's Creek Ramp. January 23rd, we come back to my hometown for a big fish tournament on Douglas at the Dandridge Free Ramp. And I'm really excited to get to fish 4 events on my home lakes here in East Tennessee. And my home lakes are Cherokee and Douglas, by the way, if I didn't make that clear. Go back to Fort Loudon on February the 27th at Ish Creek Boat Ramp. March 20th, we go back to Cherokee once again, Boat Launch Road Ramp. And then we head back to Watts Bar for the Classic on April the 10th. Should be some big fish caught there during that time. And I should say some big fish will be caught on Douglas also. Really excited about this year's schedule. Another thing, my partner, J.D. Dyer, he's my brother in Christ. We've been on the road together fishing these tournaments for going on 3 years. This year, I will be teaming up with Chris Sims and not JD this year. Like I said on a prior video about this, that he's wanting to get back to spending time with his kids and his grandkids, and they've got a lot of functions going on, and I understand that 100%. Didn't leave me high and dry though. It's not like that. No, we're like brothers. And we're on the same wavelength a lot of times, and our thoughts are the same. And but I won't be fishing with him this year. But I am fishing with Mr. Chris Sims, a more than accomplished angler, in my mind, and he's come a long way. Again, I call him the young gun. I don't know how old he is, but I do call him the young gun, and I'm still learning. I know he's still learning, and he's doing a lot of the things that I don't do that I should do, and this can only make us better as a team. And thank you to my sponsors, and I let my sponsors know that I will have a new partner this year in Chris Sims, and I'll be putting his picture up right here, and I'll be putting the schedule up, on this video as well for you guys to see. And we invite you to come down. It's a great time. It's a great group of guys to get to know. The Chattanooga Crappie Club, they come and fish some of our events, and that they've got their own events going on that I want to be a part of if I get time to do that. I told them that I would if they would do more Saturdays, and they're going to be doing more Saturdays. So, I'm going to try to hold up my end of the deal and be down there and fish some of their events. And that's strictly at Chickamauga Lake down there. But anyway, they're going to be having some, outside of Chickamauga, I think on Watts Bar, and that's a good thing. But back to the East Tennessee Crappie Tournament Trail, I'm excited, to get back at it and get back in the boat and get back into competitive fishing a little bit. The summer's been hot, and I've had enough of it. I'm ready to get out there and catch some of them fish you can pick up out of the water that are cold. I caught some the other day, and boy, they were warm. Warm. They were already half cooked when you got them out of the water. Um, but anyway, I'm excited to get back to that. I want to thank Matt and all that he's been doing with the East Tennessee Crappie Tournament Trail. This is something that he started back a long time ago. I don't know exactly what years it got started. I think 2014, and we're looking to grow it. I know some would say $40 to enter a tournament is that's rough. Again, it's not that bad split between teams. It's $50 a person to start your, it's $100 to start your membership. $30 a person, if y'all want to split it on your each event. Compared to the national tournaments that are going on, like the Midwest and the one we fished last year, $350 I think was the entry fee on it. The Logan Martin tournament coming up that we're going to fish, Chris and I together, is $325. So, this is this this is a way to help increase the payouts, and you get trophies now. We didn't get trophies before unless you won Angler of the Year. Then that one person would get a trophy, and I like this a whole lot better. Each event you get a trophy from places 1 through 3rd. Um, I'm a big advocate of that. You know, um, not that a trophy means everything, you know what I mean? But it's even if we don't win, I think we've gotten in the 3rd twice and 2nd once. I've been fishing it for 3 years. Again, that's the caliber of guys that we fish against on different lakes. It ain't just the same lake over and over and over. Um, that's a lot of competition there. But if you want a challenge, you think you're a great crappie fisherman, come on out and fish with us. There's going to be no intimidation on that. Everybody's equal. We're all learning. We're all trying to be better anglers, and that's what this club does. It's what this trail does, is make you a better angler, and it forces you to go outside your comfort zone and fish for those bigger fish. Um, and again, it's helped me a lot. But anyway, I try not to make this super long video. It's going to be, I say that on every one of them, but we look forward to seeing some new faces, coming down fishing these events. Again, I know it's went up a little bit from last year, but everything else is going up too. And I think that they're planning the end of the season, uh, member trip, also on top of this, which will be part of that funds that they have to raise for this. But it's a fun time. It's a good time. We talk about the Lord, and we just have a good, clean time out there, and don't worry. If you have any boat trouble, you can call on one of us. Uh, it's not unheard of to stop fishing right in the middle of a tournament and go help someone. Or, last year, Mr. LaRue, he tried to flag me down, bless his heart, and he hollered at me, and they couldn't get the big motor to start. His battery was dead, and he wanted to know if we had a jumper box. And by the time he caught up to us, he'd already gotten a hold of Matt, and Matt had a jumper box, jumped him off, and got back to weigh in. But stuff like that, and um, um, so some other things, that we try to do is, like I say, we pray, before we blast off. We make sure that we do that. Uh, um, I myself, I try to give God all the glory, and even my fishing, He's the only way that I can do what I'm doing. He's the only way that sets the path out to do what I'm doing, and I want to shine Him above myself. Uh, if I lose and someone gets to see Christ in me, I've won anyway. It doesn't matter. I try to do the will of the Lord in everything and share the gospel. And you know, I don't know no other way to be now. That is my life for the past 3 years. Of me returning to Christ, and I get a chance to share my testimonies with other people that might not hear it. I get to uh, uh, I get to socialize and talk with people who share the same passion for fishing and passion for Christ and passion, for living for our Lord. I get to share all of that, and it helps feed me. And I hope that I'm a blessing to other people. But anyway, again, I want to thank Bait Pop and all my sponsors for sponsoring me. I've got a bunch of them. Um, I, I, I think I've got about 8 outside of me, myself, for the Slab Happy sponsoring um, every event. But if it weren't for them, I couldn't do what I do. And they come through year after year, and out of blind faith, you know, give to me to be able to do this, and I sure appreciate that, and I can't thank them enough. And I hope that God blesses them. Uh, you know, every day, and I hope God blesses you. I hope God blesses this East Tennessee Crappie Tournament Trail, and I pray for the protection over each and every one that comes and fishes, that each angler, that everyone is safe, and returns to their family safe. That's very important. Also, it's one of the most important things. Uh, Remember, we act on safety there too. Matt makes all the decisions, and as far as we may delay for fog. It's dangerous out there. You get boats that are running 60 and 70 miles an hour. Some of them do. And you hit a park boat, or you run into someone, or run into something, um, it's good to have those safety precautions in place. But anyway, I'm Perry Hensley. I'll try to get some more video this year in all the events. Again, I try to focus on doing the best I can for my sponsors. Um, so I get focused on fishing, and I forget all about the video. And even though I got the equipment there, I'm trying to do the best I can for my sponsors. And place good, and and give them the credit that they deserve uh, for their support of me. So I kind of lax in filming the tournaments as much as I could. But anyway, until next video, I'm Perry Hensley from Slab Happy Lures, and we do hope you join us on the tournament trail this year. Um, Bring a kid. We're always giving stuff away at the end of the tournament. Well, I say we. I consider myself a part of it, but the tournament trail does. There's always an opportunity to leave a winner there. With something, donated by our sponsors like Bait Pop and all the rest. And the ACC is a big one. Gives away ACC rods. I now own a slew of those rods, thanks to that giveaway at the end of the tournament. That even though I didn't win first, second, or third place, they do a roll the dice for those that aren't in the top three, aren't in the money. In other words, sometimes it's more than the top three paying out. But I've got a arsenal full of rods now, ACC rods, and I appreciate ACC and all of their donations to it as well. But anyway, till next time, I'm Perry Hensley from Slab Happy Lures. We'll see you.